Hi, my name's Douglas Holmes, and with Pete McGee, going to do this presentation on the recovery box. What we hope you'll learn is how this can actually assist people on their recovery journey, and you'll see as we go through, it has a variety of resources, and Pete's going to actually do a live presentation. The idea for the box, it started to formulate for me very early on when recovery started to actually come into the mental health system's language. And there's been a huge amount of information produced. And initially, I went down the track of just wanting to develop an app. And in those early days, when the apps were just starting to become a new idea, you needed around about $50,000 to get something that would, even be half usable. I was lucky enough to meet Pete through the Hearing Voices Network and developed a friendship and started to understand through his journey that he would be someone that would be very beneficial with joining on this journey. So what I did was in 2018 we organised to spend a week together down where he's living at Point Cook and done a range of brainstorming. This led into some of the early versions of the recovery box, and we were lucky enough to get a grant from Kickstarter where we were able to then get 50 boxes out on the ground. We called this like stage 2 of the recovery box. In amongst that, we did a range of presentations. This is just a slide from the innovation forum we did with mental health carers in New South Wales. That's been very beneficial with getting information back from what carers want. And this is what the box actually looks like at the moment. So I'm going to hand over to Pete McGee and allow him to do his stuff, and then I'll come back and finish off.
Thanks for that, Doug. Here we are at the front screen of RRE Box. And the reason that we've done it this way, we have got a login screen at the start. But what we wanted to do with RRE Box was create a bit of a portal because there's far too much information out there and it's very difficult to sift through. And we wanted to collaborate with consumers to get all the recovery resources that they'd found helpful in their journey. Kind of like an encyclopedia that people have built, and as such people can actually send us links on things that worked for them and things that they found helpful, be it apps or web pages or whatever. So this will just keep growing. We really wanted it to be the empowering product that created a sense of involvement from peers so that they could have their say. So at the start there we've got installed apps, and in there that's where all the other apps that are installed, because people have different apps installed on their devices. Like obviously we've got the boxes and we've got the tablets and we've got sticks, so we've got hardware for people that don't have hardware, which can put like a smart TV in people's hands or a smart box in people's hands and give them a little mini computer at home as well, or a tablet to take with them. So there's things like that, but obviously it can be installed as an app as well on people's phones. They usually have like a bunch of other stuff installed as well, so we created this so all the stuff goes there. That all goes in all apps. But then we've got like categories. So we've got entertainment, which is where apps go that are for entertainment, mostly for like distraction when you're emotionally distressed and stuff like that. Obviously, when anyone's like majorly emotionally distressed, distraction can be really helpful. So you've got things like adult colouring books, and you've got some games there on emotional intelligence and stuff. Netflix for people who've got a membership, and eventually we want to try and like get support from Netflix to be able to give away some memberships. Some games there to get your brain working and stuff. TED Talks for people who want to learn things. Now, we've also got Facebook groups, so groups that are helpful. You can see there's Intervoice and Consumer Conversations and CAPS and Mental Health Australia and Psych Ward Support. Then we've got resources, which is like resourceful apps that help with one's recovery. There's ECATS there, which is a CBT based thing that the government set up. There's Headspace, there's Level Up Life, there's Medication Wise to help you manage your medication and stuff for those people that are in the biomedical model. There's Wellbot, which is CBT and talking therapy and things like that. So there's all these different things in there. NA speakers and AA speakers. For like NA and AA, there's the top speakers that can be helpful for people. Then you got tools like Chrome and Gmail and Meetups and Messenger and Zoom and Classrooms. Classrooms will eventually, I mean, I know Super CRO is actually developing some training sessions for Classrooms, and we're hopeful that other consumers running groups and different projects will actually want to add their training to Classroom as well. So it's a way to do that. Then you've got videos. They're videos that are helpful. There's one on Maslow's hierarchy of need and emotions in the brain. Then you've got web resources, which is web pages. So you've got like Black Dog Institute, Kansas, Schema Therapy, which I myself personally found helpful. Then you've got Zoom meetings, and we're hopeful that as people start developing peer-run projects and they want to have meetings, that they can send us these meetings and we can have them added so people can join. Generally, most of these things we can change in the back end. And eventually what we'll probably have is a space, another category, because we can just add categories. But eventually we'll have a category there where there's something where people can actually send in a link and where they found it helpful in their recovery and why, and we can add it to the encyclopedia. So that's sort of the gist of it. I think that by providing the tools for people to be able to assist their recovery and with self-help and coping strategies, but also having them actively involved, because not many consumers get a say. And we wanted consumers to have a bit more of a say. Well, they're starting to get more of a say now, but in the past they didn't. So we wanted them to have a say in the project and how it was built and add what they found helpful to them. Because there is no one size fits all. There is no one thing works for everyone. People recover and move forward in different ways and find things that help them. And, we would love to have people engage in this project and actually send their things that they found helpful in their recovery, because they might help someone else, and have them really be part of it.
Thanks, Pete. Really appreciate the work you put in on this project. With the next steps that we're looking at how we promote the Reeboks website, and we've had to actually change the name on the box from Recovery Box to Reeboks. And that was because there was a group in America that were promoting the Recovery Box through an eating disorders program, and had been registered, so we decided to change it. That brings us to what we call stage 3, and that's about over the next 15 months distributing 300 licenses. And we're doing that in a range of ways with webinars and workshops. And what you can see there now is some promotional material that we're actually been working with a wordsmith and a graphic designer to make this a little bit more presentable. You'll start to see this slide coming out more and more through our website and through our mailing list. We'll be looking for partners to be involved in organising a workshop in your local area. You can go onto our website and send an email around that. We also have a range of products on our website, on our partner website, Super CRO, because the products not only, as Pete said, not only in the box, but it's also in sticks, it's in tablets, or you can just get a license for your phone or your computer. So we look forward to working with you and looking forward to the question and answer session.